When grocery prices climb higher every week and shelves start to look emptier than usual, panic shopping becomes a real threat. People assume the rush will be for steaks, fresh milk, or farm eggs. But here's the twist. In every crisis, it's the cheap, ordinary items that disappear first. The stuff you walk past 100 times without thinking twice. For retirees on a fixed income, large families trying to stretch every dollar at Walmart or Aldi, or young adults just starting out on their own, that reality is sobering. When a financial crisis hits, you don't need luxury food. You need foods that last, keep you full, and can be stretched across multiple meals. And surprisingly, many of those life-saving items are inexpensive, shelf-stable, and already sitting quietly in the grocery aisles today. So instead of waiting until the next shortage leaves you staring at bare shelves, let's break down 20 smart pantry items you can grab right now. They're practical, budget-friendly, and some even lift your morale when times get tough. Stock these and you won't just scrape by during a crisis. You'll actually feel prepared, confident, and maybe even a little relieved when everyone else is panicking. 1. Powdered milk. Fresh milk spoils in days, but powdered milk can sit on your shelf for years without losing its value. For households with kids or seniors, that's a game changer. Just mix it with water and you've got milk for cereal, coffee, or baking. It's also packed with protein, calcium, and vitamins, nutrients that are hard to come by when fresh groceries are scarce. The beauty of powdered milk is flexibility. You don't have to make a full jug at once, just scoop out what you need. It's lighter to store than gallons of liquid, takes up less fridge space, and can even double as a cooking ingredient for sauces or bread. During tough times, this single staple can replace multiple grocery runs and save your budget from expensive dairy purchases. 2. Instant mashed potatoes. When you need something filling, warm, and fast, instant mashed potatoes come to the rescue. A small pouch can stretch into multiple servings in minutes. Just add hot water. No peeling, boiling, or draining required. They're inexpensive, easy to find in bulk, and they keep for years when sealed properly. Best of all, they're comfort food. A hot serving of mashed potatoes with canned gravy or a sprinkle of seasoning feels like a real meal, even when the rest of your pantry looks bleak. For retirees or families without much time to cook, they're also fuel efficient. You don't need much gas or electricity to prepare them. It's an affordable way to keep everyone full without wasting resources. 3. Powdered eggs. Eggs are a kitchen essential, but during shortages or price spikes, they're often the first to disappear. Powdered eggs solve that problem. They can sit on a shelf for years, ready to turn into scrambled eggs, omelets, or a baking ingredient at a moment's notice. High in protein and versatile, powdered eggs keep your diet balanced when fresh options vanish. They're lightweight, portable, and only require water to rehydrate. For large families cooking in bulk or students trying to stretch a dollar, they're a reliable way to keep breakfast and plenty of recipes on the table. 4. Ramen noodles. It's not glamorous, but ramen noodles are crisis gold. They're cheap, they last nearly forever, and they cook in minutes with just hot water. On their own, they're filling carbs. But when you toss in canned veggies, powdered eggs, or even peanut butter for a Thai-style twist, they become a complete meal. Students already know their value. Retirees and families should see ramen as more than a budget fallback. It's a flexible base food that can be upgraded into dozens of dishes. In an emergency, it's hard to beat the cost-to-calorie ratio of ramen. 5. Peanut butter. Few foods combine taste, calories, protein, and storage life like peanut butter. One jar can provide hundreds of spoonfuls of energy. No cooking, no prep. Just eat straight out of the jar if you have to. Kids love it, adults rely on it, and it pairs with everything from crackers to tortillas. It's not just comfort food, it's survival food. High in healthy fats and protein, peanut butter keeps you full longer than most snacks. And since it doesn't need refrigeration until opened, it's perfect for storage or even keeping in a go bag. When shelves are empty, this humble spread becomes one of the most valuable foods in the house. 6. Honey. Honey is one of the few foods in the world that never truly expires. Archaeologists have even found jars of it in ancient tombs, still edible thousands of years later. That makes it a survival pantry essential. It's more than just sweetener. Honey is antibacterial, soothing for sore throats, and can even help heal minor wounds in a pinch. In a crisis when medicine might be harder to come by, that extra layer of usefulness matters. On the food side, honey boosts morale. A drizzle over oatmeal, powdered pancakes, or tea can transform bland staples into something comforting. For families with kids, it's a healthier alternative to processed sugar. And for retirees, it adds quick energy without much prep. Small jars can last months, even years, making honey a quiet powerhouse in any budget pantry. 7. Bouillon cubes, rice, beans, and pasta are filling, but without flavor, they get old fast. That's where bouillon cubes come in. These tiny blocks of concentrated flavor turn plain water into broth and transform simple staples into real meals. They take up almost no space, last for years, and come in a variety of flavors: chicken, beef, vegetable. Add one to a pot of rice, soup, or lentils, and suddenly dinner tastes like something special. For families cooking large batches on a budget, bouillon cubes stretch simple ingredients further. For retirees, they make small, one-pot meals taste homemade. It's a morale booster that costs pennies but makes survival cooking a lot more enjoyable. 8. Dried seaweed. You don't have to be a sushi lover to appreciate seaweed in your pantry. Dried sheets or strips of seaweed are lightweight, nutrient-dense, and last for years when sealed. They're packed with iodine, magnesium, and trace minerals that you won't get from rice or pasta. Drop a piece into soup, crumble it over rice, or eat it straight as a salty snack. Kids often love the crunch, and adults appreciate the flavor variety. In survival scenarios, seaweed also provides umami, the savory taste that makes food satisfying. A small package can elevate countless meals while adding vital nutrition. 9. Instant oatmeal packets. Breakfast doesn't get much simpler or faster than instant oatmeal. Tear open a packet, add hot water, and you've got a warm, filling meal in under 2 minutes. With flavors like apple cinnamon or maple brown sugar, oatmeal doubles as both fuel and comfort. It's high in fiber, keeps you full, and helps stabilize blood sugar, a big plus for retirees managing health conditions. For families, the single-serving packets prevent waste and make portioning easy. Stored properly, oatmeal packets last months to years, and their lightweight makes them a staple for both home pantries and emergency kits. 10. Evaporated or condensed milk. When fresh milk is too expensive or unavailable, canned milk steps in. Evaporated milk is unsweetened and versatile for cooking. Think creamy soups, sauces, and even bread. Condensed milk is sweet, thick, and perfect for desserts or coffee. Both are shelf-stable for years and only need refrigeration after opening. They're a smart way to keep dairy in your diet without depending on grocery deliveries or fridge space. And let's be honest, adding condensed milk to coffee or oatmeal during tough times feels like a little luxury. Those small comforts can make a big difference in morale. 11. Powdered drink mixes. When clean water is all you've got, powdered drink mix can be a lifesaver. They add flavor, electrolytes, and often extra vitamins like C and B, nutrients that can be scarce during food shortages. For kids, a fruity drink feels like a treat. For adults, it breaks the monotony of plain water. They store compactly, weigh almost nothing, and last year's in sealed containers. A single scoop or packet can turn a gallon of water into something refreshing and hydrating. Whether you choose sports drink powders, instant iced tea, or vitamin-packed mixes, these small packets deliver big value to both body and morale. 12. Flaxseed or chia seeds. Tiny but mighty, flaxseed and chia seeds are nutritional powerhouses. They're packed with omega-3 fatty acids, protein, and fiber, nutrients that help with digestion, heart health, and energy. Just a spoonful added to oatmeal, bread, or yogurt substitutes can boost nutrition dramatically. Chia seeds can even absorb water and form a gel, creating puddings or adding bulk to meals that make you feel fuller for longer. Stored in airtight containers, these seeds last years, giving you affordable, compact nutrition you can sprinkle into almost anything. For retirees looking to keep digestion on track, or families trying to stretch meals, they're a pantry gem. 13. Coconut oil. Few pantry items are as versatile as coconut oil. It's shelf-stable for years, even in warmer climates, and works for cooking, baking, or even as a butter replacement. High in calories and healthy fats, it helps make simple grains or vegetables satisfying. But its usefulness doesn't stop in the kitchen. Coconut oil can double as a moisturizer, lip balm, or even a lamp oil substitute in emergencies. That kind of versatility makes it a practical investment for households watching every dollar. A single jar stretches across countless uses, all while staying stable without refrigeration. 14. Crackers, sealed packs. Sometimes you just need something crunchy, portable, and filling, and crackers fit the bill. In sealed packaging, they last for months, and they're the perfect partner for peanut butter, cheese, or canned meats. For kids, crackers are an easy snack. For adults, they're a base for quick meals when cooking feels impossible. They're lightweight, stackable, and easy to rotate in and out of your pantry. In times of stress, even something as simple as a salty, crunchy bite can lift spirits while adding needed calories. 15. Dried fruits. Raisins, apricots, cranberries. Dried fruits bring natural sweetness, vitamins, and fiber to an otherwise carb-heavy pantry. They last for months to years when properly stored and don't require refrigeration. For retirees, dried fruit provides quick energy and digestive support. For families, they're a kid-friendly snack that feels like candy without being junk food. Toss them into oatmeal, mix them with nuts, or eat them by the handful. They're a morale-boosting pantry staple that tastes good and does good. 16. Popcorn kernels. Cheap, lightweight, and long-lasting. Popcorn kernels are an underrated survival food. A single bag can make dozens of servings, each one light on calories but heavy on morale. In stressful times, the smell and sound of popcorn popping can feel like comfort itself. Unlike chips or packaged snacks, kernels store for years and don't go stale quickly. All you need is a pot with a lid and a little oil to turn them into a satisfying snack. They're great for kids, but also useful for adults who want something crunchy without breaking the budget. Popcorn is proof that not all survival food has to be boring. 17. Shelf-stable cheese. Cheese feels like a luxury when the fridge is empty, but shelf-stable options like Parmesan wedges, cheese powder, or wax-sealed blocks make it possible. These cheeses last months, sometimes years, without refrigeration, and they add much-needed richness to pastas, soups, and rice dishes. Cheese brings fat, protein, and flavor that carb-heavy pantries desperately need. A sprinkle of Parmesan or a spoonful of cheese sauce mix can make simple staples taste indulgent. For families, it helps picky eaters enjoy basic meals. For retirees, it provides dense nutrition without heavy cooking. 18. Jerky. Beef, turkey. Protein is often the hardest thing to secure in a crisis. Jerky solves that problem. Lightweight, portable, and shelf-stable, it delivers high-quality protein in a form that doesn't require cooking. Beef jerky, turkey jerky, even plant-based versions offer dense calories that can travel anywhere. Emergency kits, glove compartments, or desk drawers. It's salty, savory, and satisfying, making it both fuel and morale food. While pricier than some staples, a few packs of jerky can be the difference between an empty stomach and lasting energy. 19. Canned fruit cocktail. When fresh fruit disappears from the produce section, canned fruit cocktail steps up. Packed in syrup or juice, it provides vitamins, hydration, and a sweet break from plain pantry meals. Kids love it, but adults benefit just as much from the quick dose of energy and morale boost. It pairs with oatmeal, pancakes, or even eaten cold straight from the can. Stored properly, it lasts for years, ensuring that fruit remains part of your diet when prices skyrocket. Sometimes a spoonful of sweetness is exactly what keeps spirits high. 20. Powdered baking mix. From pancakes to biscuits, powdered baking mix is one of the most flexible survival foods you can own. Just add water, sometimes milk or eggs if you have them, and you've got a warm, filling meal in minutes. It's inexpensive, stores well, and transforms into breakfast, snacks, or even dinner sides without much effort. For families, it's a lifesaver when feeding kids on a tight budget. For retirees, it offers comfort and nostalgia in the form of simple, homemade-style food. In a world where convenience is king, this mix delivers both practicality and morale. Here's the truth. You can't control the economy, food shortages, or how fast prices climb, but you can control what's in your pantry. Every item on this list was chosen because it's cheap, durable, and powerful enough to keep you going through hard times. From honey that never spoils to powdered milk that stretches 4 months, these foods aren't luxuries. They're lifelines. You don't have to buy everything at once. Start small. Add 1 or 2 items each trip to Walmart, Aldi, or Costco. Little by little, you'll build a pantry that protects your family, your budget, and your peace of mind. Because when shelves go bare, the people who prepared ahead won't be the ones panicking. They'll be the ones eating, sharing, and sleeping easier. Stay smart, stay stocked, and remember, you don't just survive when you plan ahead, you thrive.